have a what if for you. And this what if has the potential and the capacity to change your world, the world. So bear with me because this is going to be fun, but we're going to actually do it live. So I want you to write down right now 5 things in your everyday, your personal reality that are irking you or stressing you or you're worried about or whatever that you don't really like. And don't tell a big story about them, just write them down real quick. And then I want you to write down 5 things that are irking you or stressing you or worrying you or whatever in the world, in the whole world. So I'll give you a second. Don't go into great detail, just bullet points. They could even just be a single word. And don't judge yourself about whatever they are. Just be honest, whatever's bugging you. Doesn't need to be grandiose. The things that get under our skin are sometimes silly things. So we perceive. Okay? All right. Cool. I'm going to tell you my question. This is the question I've been playing with. It has 2 parts. First, what if everything in my life that is drama that I'm creating, what if I could gleefully laugh at it? What if I could gleefully laugh at all the drama in my life? Second part of the question is, what if the whole world was my drama? What if I could laugh at all, just happily, joyously laugh at all the drama in my life? And what if the whole world was my drama? So, if we back this up a little bit, there's a few things that we have to know. It's really helpful if you've ever had the experience of having realized that something was your drama. And I don't mean that in a derogatory bad way, but when we really start to be in a position of realizing that we're the creators of our reality and that we make all of this happen around us, then we start to recognize, oh, I'm the one attracting all the bad drivers on the road that are giving me road rage. I'm the one attracting my friends not calling me back and then triggering my abandonment issue. I'm the one creating that no one in the house will pick up their stupid shoes by the front door. And if you've had the experience of having recognized, oh, I made that happen, I created this, and then laughed at it from a place of joy. Because what happens in the moment when you truly realize, and I mean like in your bones, you get it, not like, oh, maybe that's everyone creates their reality, but like really you kind of understand, oh, I made this happen. There's this sense of something lifting off of you, because you can't know that and sit in your victimhood at the same time. Can't do it. So in that moment when you realize it, you go from your victimhood, woe is me, all the annoying drivers on the road, oh, no one will pick up their shoes, oh, I'm a victim, right? Which we all do, and it's human, it's great. Like, pat yourself on the back for humaning really good when you sit in your victimhood, it's fine. When you realize, though, that you created this, you go from being in your victimhood over here to being in your power. Oh, shit. I really am the creator of my reality. I made that happen. But I also made all this other good stuff happen. I also made all these other beautiful things happen. And then when you can laugh at it, there's this sense of delight. It feels like delight. Like you can actually delight in your own petty dramas. Maybe you can delight in the excitement or the ludicrousness or the actually entertainment value, whatever it is. And then I've been playing with this piece. What if I backed up? What if the whole world was just my drama I was creating? Meaning, I can logically see, all right, that I create the annoying drivers on the road or the telemarketer phone calls or whatever. But what about the big things that I see in the news? What about the collective fear that stresses me out? What about the big stuff, the like horrors and atrocities in the world that I cry over? So here's the deal. If we understand, and I think we do, that our perception creates our reality. Let's say that differently. You are, Abraham loves to say this and it makes me really happy. You are the center of the universe. If you think there's only your perception, right? You can only view and live and experience through your perception. That's it. You got one. That's it. And the whole universe is working around this perception. This is how you see it. Everything is circling around you all the time. So you are the center of your universe, very center. Everything's moving around you. And if the whole universe revolves around you, and your perception of it creates your reality. If I perceive this to be bad, my reality feels bad. If I perceive this to be good, my reality feels good. If you've had the experience, I'm sure you have, of changing your perspective on something. I had a client once who sent me a message and said, I got in a car accident. Oh no, 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 I got in a car accident. And I said, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm fine, but my car is totaled. And he was really upset. And we chatted about it. And then he said, my insurance is going to get me a car. And he was so focused on how annoyed and sad and frustrated he was that he had to get a rental car and all of the things, right? He was in the middle of this. And I said, didn't you say in one of our sessions recently that you really, really wanted a new car and you didn't know how to get it? And then I said, well, isn't that exciting? The universe is buying you a new car. And then a week later, he texted me a picture of this zippy little red car he's now driving, thanks to his insurance company. And I said, cool. Now let's work on not having to crash the car to get a new one, which the universe can totally handle, bringing you a new car without having to crash this one or get crashed into. But it took about a week, start to finish. You weren't injured. Yeah, pretty traumatic. But us humans like to do things in a traumatic way. We love to create that way. So his perception of this circumstance was that it is a bad thing. Something bad happened to me, right? In his victim mode. And I say that not in a bad derogatory way. Again, it's part of human. It's just your perspective. If you're looking at it like something bad happened to me, you're in that space. Once he shifted a little while later and he was zipping around in his brand new red little car, all of a sudden his perspective was this was a good thing that happened to me that I attracted and created. And his reality, did the circumstances around him change? Like the event didn't unhappen, but his reality, his world went from this is bad to this is good, feeling bad to feeling good. So if you've ever had that experience of having changed your perception and that perception all of a sudden amends your reality 180, then you can start to gather the dramaticness of this. So bear with me while we loop around here. What if all those things in the world, big things that have been going on for eons, maybe long before your birth? Whoa, you guys, I just realized I totally blend into my couch, like 100%. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't do that on purpose. Okay. So if all those things in the whole world are you're creating, your perspective, the truth is there are, I wish I could make some number up here that would be even close to accurate. Far, far, far more things in the world, events, people, ideas, concepts, whatever, that you might call good or bad, that you have never and will never think of or know about, than there are ones that you have thought of and do know about. Way more. 1/millionth more, like a million times more, a billion times more. But in your perception of the world and in your head, tell me I'm wrong here, you believe you have a complete perception of this world. You believe that you know this world, right? Because the universe revolves around you and you have your perception to look through. But your perception is like this big compared to this big. So what if you could shift that perspective? What if you could recognize, or at least stand in the place of understanding, that you created your universe, your whole universe. You made up the whole universe. So now I want you to look at your list. And maybe if you're willing to be a little weird, I want you to say out loud, read off the thing and then say, I created that. Global warming, I created that. Global hunger, I created that. The national debt, that was all me. You get to choose what comes onto the plate of your consciousness and your awareness. And if you went into a buffet and there was CNN running on the TV screen up above and it was talking about shrimp, would you think to yourself, means I mandatorily have to go over, it's mandatory for me to walk over and put shrimp on my plate? No, you wouldn't. It's a buffet. You get to pick what you want. You understand that. You're going to go choose the thing. You just leave everything else. And then do you feel guilty later for not picking the shrimp? Maybe you don't even like shellfish. Maybe you're vegan. I'm vegan from the news. Whatever they're talking about, I fucking don't want to know. I can feel the world. I don't need their cattywampus skewed version of it. So play with this with me. Walk around a little bit with this thought of, I created all this stuff. As I've been doing this myself and I've been going down the list of things. And I mean, there are things in the world that, oh, I have given so much power to, especially in the last year. Things that have made me want to run and hide. Things that have caused great anxiety, things that work their way under my skin like a big old splinter and just festered in my stress level. And I can't tell you how many times I wanted the world to fix it and be different. Can you please just behave so that I don't have to feel this? And you know what's really interesting? Because the universe revolves around me, obviously, and I'm creating all of this, obviously. The more I want it to be different, the more I push against it, all of the energy that I have is transferring to this. this thing, this subject, this whatever it is. And I am making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like a giant balloon that would just be like fluttering empty around. Except every time I push against it, I'm pumping this balloon up. And it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's taking over the whole city. So, what if you could laugh at your own drama and just limit it back? I really want to understand that the word drama is not a bad thing. And for me, for a long time, it was. How good would television be without drama? How good would movies be without drama? How good would theater be without drama? Now, I feel like there are healthy and unhealthy places for each of us, and I think it's different for each of us, to get our drama. I have a dear friend who lives in the UK, and she told me, she's in this group, she's very wise. She told me at one of our US elections that she had the most delightful day because she got to sit and drink tea and have pleasure in the, she watched like several hours of election news. And she said it was like the greatest guilty pleasure ever, like binge watching old Jerry Springer or something, because they don't do that in the UK. They don't like yell at each other and sling mud and like that is not done. So this was a great, delightful for her. And I was dumbstruck because I couldn't even watch 5 minutes of it without being on my knees in tears, crying over the pain of the world. Oh, truly, nope. So super unhealthy drama for me, super healthy drama for her, totally different. Okay, drama can keep things interesting, but we want to choose our drama, right? You don't want any TV to be running. You want to pick your favorite old 80s movie. Perfect. Maybe you love horror films. Very unhealthy drama for me. I wouldn't be okay for quite a while. Might be stuck in my head forever. Might be great for you. So what if we could laugh, delight in the creation of our own drama? And what if the whole world was our drama? I truly believe that if you play with this, and if you can practice it playfully, not seriously, I truly believe this has the potential to really, 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 really shift things in your reality. It's shifting things in mine. I've been playing with it for 2 days. No, 36 hours. 36 hours I've been playing with this, and I can feel things that I have been carrying and feeling afraid of because I had given so much power away that I was the victim of them, shifting in my system in real time. Since yesterday, yesterday when my team explained this. Okay. Enjoy. Let me know how that goes.